Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a look at a service called Find My Advocate.
Mm.
Basically, it's designed to connect you, the user, with legal help.
Mm.
Our mission today is just to quickly get a handle on what it offers, how it works, if you're looking for assistance.
Exactly. And looking at the info they provide, the first thing that really jumps out is the variety.
The variety of legal professionals.
Yeah, the types listed.
Yeah.
It's broader than you might initially think, not just general lawyers.
Right. Okay, so I see family advocates,
Yeah.
criminals, civil. Those seem pretty standard.
They are.
But then they also list cyber specialists, and that seems interesting.
Uh-huh.
Especially now, right, with like all the cybercrime and data issues.
Absolutely. I mean, think about data theft, online fraud, digital privacy issues.
Yeah.
These specialists would, have that specific know-how for the digital world's legal tangles.
Makes sense.
And beyond that, they also list tax and VAT consultants.
Okay, so help with value-added tax and stuff like that.
Precisely. And deed writers, too. And then there's this mention of all CASI offices.
All CASI offices. Okay, let's unpack that a bit.
Right.
For listeners who might not be familiar, what does including that suggest about the platform?
Well, it strongly indicates a focus that includes personal status law, specifically within Muslim communities.
Correct.
CASI offices traditionally handle things like marriage and divorce registration.
I see.
So putting them on the platform suggests they're aiming for, broad inclusivity, covering a diverse range of personal legal needs.
That's actually a really key detail. It's not just about like disputes or court cases.
No, it includes major life events, too.
Gotcha. Now, it looks like this isn't just a directory for people needing help. The platform also seems to offer tools for the legal professionals.
That's right. They seem to highlight features specifically to help advocates manage and grow their practices.
Like what sort of things?
Well, things like creating a free online profile, which is, basic digital presence these days.
Right.
But also tools for managing their schedules and, interestingly, creating and viewing client records remotely.
Right.
Yeah, which points towards, efficiency and accessibility for both sides.
Definitely. Although remote client records, data security must be a big consideration there.
Oh, absolutely. That would be crucial.
And you mentioned growing their practice.
They talk about enabling online bookings. So it's kind of like a marketplace, connecting the professional with potential clients directly through the platform.
Very modern approach. They've also shared some numbers, some statistics.
They have, and they're quite notable, actually. Over 1,000 verified advocates.
Wow. Okay. So a decent network size.
Yeah, suggests a pretty substantial base of professionals. And over 1,500 daily unique visitors.
That's a lot of people looking.
It is. And over 1,000 daily consultations claimed, plus more than 2,500 registered users in total.
So quite a bit of activity happening there.
Seems like it. It points to, a fairly active ecosystem on both the client and the professional end. Kind of hints at the impact it might be having.
Okay, so wrapping this up then.
Yeah.
For you, the listener, looking at Find My Advocate, what's the main takeaway here?
Well, I think the main thing is that it appears to be this pretty comprehensive platform. It aims to connect individuals with a really wide spectrum of legal pros,
Right.
covering the traditional areas, but also digging into specialized fields like, cyber law, tax, and even those personal status services via the CASI offices.
Yeah, and for you, the user, the big plus seems to be convenience, right?
Potentially, yes.
Finding someone who specializes in exactly what you need, maybe even close by, although we didn't get much detail on the location search part today. Maybe that leaves you with a final thought to chew on. How are these kinds of online platforms changing the game for accessing professional services?
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, think about the implications. Finding specialized help fast, efficiently, not just for law, but maybe across many fields. Is this like a bigger shift in how we connect with experts when we really need them?